This video is brought to you by Squarespace. For all of your website needs, Squarespace is the place to go. Hey everybody, I'm Hugh Brownstone for 3 Blind Men and an Elephant, and today I want to share with you my quick take on Sony's just announced FX3. In fact, I think I can do this in less than 4 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go. First, what is it? Well, you can think of the FX3 as an A7S3 in a modified A7C body without an EVF, with relocated controls, an integrated, call it low-profile 3/4 cage, and a fan. Like Canon's C70, however, it is the first camera in their Cine line without an internal ND or integrated XLR inputs. With the inclusion of S-Cinetone, the FX3 is arguably the perfect crash cam, gimbal camera, drone cam complement to their mid-5-figure Venice digital motion picture camera and their brand new, pricing and availability not yet confirmed AirPeak drone, especially since these are all use cases where lighting is likely to be relatively constant, and thus the absence of an internal variable ND, or again XLR inputs for that matter, is no big deal. At this price, with this branding, the FX3 is also a second proof point, following quickly on the heels of the Alpha 1, that Sony has figured out how to increase the margin on its cameras in an ever-shrinking market, which is by spreading development costs and leveraging manufacturing efficiencies over a wider array of devices, while simultaneously and systematically raising the average price of those devices. Very smart. In the process, the FX3 becomes, as well, a relatively bare-bones, bargain-priced, full-frame alternative to the $5,500 Super 35 C70. Fascinating. Second, what is it not? I think it's fair to say the FX3 is not a compelling alternative to the A7S3 for true hybrid shooters. No EVF. Move on. I think it's fair to say that the FX3 is not a compelling alternative to Blackmagic's $2,500 Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro, which, unlike the Sony, does have an outstanding menu system and touch interface with much larger rear screen, internal NDs, optional EVF, and 6K recording, but okay, it can't touch Sony's autofocus, and it does rely on Canon's older EF lens mount. On the other hand, one could argue that the FX3 is not a compelling alternative to other crash cams like the $450 GoPro Hero 9 if fully interchangeable lenses, shallow depth of field, and or low light performance are not critical to your shots. Third, what is it the FX3 could have been? Well, what I wondered about years ago at the launch of the FS5 II. That is a smaller, simpler, lower-priced, dedicated ILC video cam, basically a box, with the sensor and processor of what today would be the FX6 or A7S3, eliminating XLR inputs and anything else necessary to retain the internal variable ND while delivering the target size, weight, and price. Which would be a lot easier, by the way, if Sony invested in a robust, user-friendly smartphone app and just pretty much put all of the controls there. Oh well. But what does all of this mean for you? 1. If you already have an A7S3, don't worry, be happy. Except if you find yourself, maybe, shooting in the harshest, hottest climates, because this may be a case where the FX3 could last longer without overheating, to be determined. 2. If you don't already have an A7S3 and are looking at the FX3 instead, you need to figure out what's more important to you. Smaller size and likely better cooling on the one hand, or superior hybrid ergos and a built-in EVF on the other. 3. If you're looking to move beyond hybrids to a dedicated ILC video cam with all of the goodness this implies, with far superior ergos to boot, you may want to take a very close look at Blackmagic Design's Pocket Camera 6K Pro. Then again, once you've experienced reliable autofocus, it's hard to go back. Which you can have for the asking at almost twice the price of the FX3 and almost 3 times the price of the Pocket 6 Pro. And it's called, a Sony FX6. Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. There's a reason why I've used Squarespace for more than 5 years now, and why I always recommend it to anyone looking for a beautiful, powerful, and performant, easy to use and cost-effective web presence, as in Pretty much everybody. It just plain works, no website administrator or programmers needed. And it is so fully featured, without being overwhelming, that it can quickly and easily grow with you as your business needs evolve. Elegant design templates, custom domain names, e-commerce appointment setting, shipping and email integrations, plus SEO, social media, and analytics, Squarespace really does have it all. And we use it all. So if you're thinking about creating or refining your online presence, check them out at www.squarespace.com/Hugh for a free, no credit card needed trial. And if you decide to move forward, save 10% at checkout by using the discount code HUGH. Thanks, Squarespace. If you like what you've seen here today, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, join the conversation below. Support our work using our no-cost to you affiliate links, buying Streets of New York the book, shopping our merchandise store, dropping us coffee money via PayPal, or most especially, consider becoming a patron of ours via Patreon. Links for all down below. However you support us, as always, we thank you for it.